The Ministry of Social Development's launched an investigation following allegations one of its case managers joked to a Muslim client about taking a holiday in Christchurch. The details emerged on Twitter after another work and income client says they overheard the conversation. MSD Client Services Manager Kay Reid says if it's true, the remarks are totally unacceptable.
So what was allegedly said was exactly these words. Caseworker cracked a joke at her about taking a holiday in Christchurch. That's what we've got.
So who was this apparently said to?
This was apparently said to a Somali Muslim woman who was having an appointment next to the person who has made this allegation.
So was this said? Have you tracked down the work and income person?
So what we've done, as soon as we received this allegation, we made contact back with this person to actually understand the full circumstances. They responded to us this afternoon with the detail of where the alleged event took place. And what we've actually done with that, I've spoken with the local manager and I've asked them to investigate the allegation.
So have you identified the worker yet? Have you identified the worker yet?
Not at this point, we haven't. We will need to follow a process, but I have asked the local manager, and as soon as they've done all of that, they will come back to us.
Okay, so what city did this happen in allegedly?
This actually allegedly happened in Auckland.
On face value, what do you make of that? Cracking a joke about taking a holiday in Christchurch and saying this to an apparently Muslim woman?
Look, it's unacceptable. It's disturbing for us, and you know I want to apologise for that. But we have zero tolerance for that type of comment. However it's made, in jest, whatever, it is not acceptable to us as an organisation at all.
So if it's not acceptable to you, if this was said, what will happen?
We'd have to follow due process, and it would be an HR investigation, and we'd have to take action. So we just need to find out the full circumstances of the situation, and then we'd be taking action, Lisa.
So is this potentially a sackable offence?
Again, we'd have to understand, until we actually understand the full circumstances of the situation. I can't comment on that, but there is an HR process we would need to undertake to actually determine exactly what action we would take as a result of our findings.
So how did you find out about this?
It was posted on Twitter, and our comms team, they actually scrolled through anything to do with our organisation, and then that was brought to my attention.
So how long is this going to take, do you think?
Well, should be within the next day that we would have done that. So I'd need to go back to, I only spoke to the local manager this afternoon once I had more details of where this event allegedly took place so that I could talk to the right person.
Have you sent a general message to your staff as a consequence of this?
Not at this point, but at our staff, we've sent a lot of messages in relation to what's happened in Christchurch. We've provided a lot of support to Christchurch and across the country. We send a number of messages around zero tolerance and how to treat people. We have staff throughout the country who actually are of the Muslim community, and we've had those staff actually go down to Christchurch to support. So we just need to actually investigate the situation and understand the full details, and then we will act appropriately, I can assure you of that.
Right, so you have told staff about what is appropriate behaviour, and given you have warned them already, if this has happened, well, it seems there's no excuse for it then.
Well, again, we just have to investigate the full situation, Lisa, and really understand the full details of it before we act.
And that was MSD's Client Services Manager, Kay Reid there.